Animal Crossing City Folk isn't a real leap forward from the previous versions. In terms of graphics, it isn't a real leap forward from the GameCube version. And in terms of gameplay, it isn't a real leap forward from the Nintendo DS version. In fact, there are many aspects of the game that feel sort of devolved from previous versions, and there isn't anything in Animal Crossing City Folk to draw in anyone already uninterested in the series. But does the game's charm overcome and make the title worth picking up anyway? The story of Animal Crossing is brief. You arrive in a new city and move into a home. After you pay off your initial home debt, you get a bigger home. Then after you pay off that debt, you get a bigger one, and so on and so on. You get to upgrade it, get different furniture and all that kind of stuff, but that's really about it. Different animals will move in and out as time goes by in real time, with a realistic day-night cycle thanks to the Wii's internal clock. Holidays and different events come and go as well, giving the Animal Crossing world its own sense of life. All in all, with the exception of the city aspect, not much has changed in this version in terms of story. In all honesty, there isn't really much new to do in Animal Crossing City Folk. You catch fish and bugs and upgrade your house. The gameplay is barely different from the Nintendo DS version. Even the touchscreen controls remain intact, annoyingly. The largest addition to City Folk is the city itself, which could have really added a lot to the game. One thing the series has never had is a nightlife, and after the sun goes down, most of the stores close and townspeople go to sleep. The city could and should have fixed that, but it doesn't. Stores close a little later, and there's only really a few places to visit in the first place. Using the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, players can visit their friends' towns as they could in the DS version. This time, with the addition of the WeSpeak microphone, players can chat together, planning fishing tournaments or whatever.
I'll set it on 5 minutes.
As long as you're connected to the internet, visiting friends' towns and having them visit yours is very easy, and sending mail between them is a simple task as well.
No!
However, for as connected as it might feel at first, the fact that you can't visit players' towns unless they actively have their gates open is kind of annoying, especially considering that this was one of the major aspects of the whole Wii Connect 24 system that sounded exciting.
Why do I fall for that?
The graphics and sound of Animal Crossing City Folk barely improve over the Nintendo DS version. Character models are flat-looking, which is depressing after Mario Galaxy showed what the Wii was capable of. Even so, it's still extremely cute, and the mediocre graphics are almost made up for by the undeniably adorable presentation. For as cute and fun as it might be, Animal Crossing City Folk is a sloppy, lazy port of the Nintendo DS title to the Wii. It's everything that everyone hates about Nintendo, but that doesn't mean that it's not fun. Fans of the series should be right at home, seeing familiar faces like Tom Nook, Mr. Rossetti, and KK Slider. With some more effort on Nintendo's part, the game could have been a real holiday blockbuster, but Nintendo's seemingly apathetic stance towards it keeps it from ever reaching past the benchmarks set by the previous ones.